What's up everyone, this is GM and today I've got a new product for you. This is E-Yooso's gaming keyboard. According to the box it had a number on it and it was, the model said X-8100. So I'm going to put that in the title, you probably noticed that. It's a really nice keyboard. I like the, well it says white black but this is more of a gray keycap, which I actually kind of like. It's a little bit more different than what I currently have on most of my keyboards. But yeah, so just to give you some quick stats on it, it is anti-ghosting 104 keys, and key rollover. It has key shortcuts, which is very standard nowadays. Adjustable backlight, 9 backlight modes. Tactile and clicky blue switches. For those of you who don't know what blue switches are compared to any others, blue switches are probably the loudest ones when you click them. I'll go ahead and click a few let's see if you can hear any. So yeah, I don't know if you could actually hear that in this video, but blue switches are pretty much the loudest. They feel the nicest, personally, in my opinion. It's durable and works on Linux, Windows, and I believe it also works on Macs. So yeah, this keyboard's pretty nice. Oh yeah, for dimensions, I forgot about that. It's 1100 grams, and which is about 38.8 ounces. 439 by 126 by 25 millimeters, which is 17.28 by 4.96 by 1 inch. And the cord length is about 1.8 meters, which is about 71 inches. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you what's... So real quick, this is the bottom. It actually has the number, the model number under it too. The X8100 that I was mentioning earlier. As you can see, nice thing about this, it actually came with a mouse pad too. A very good mouse pad. It stays on the table very flat, doesn't skid around. I really like that. It also came with 5 extra blue switches. That's another nice thing, is that you can replace the switches on this keyboard as well as the caps. So here's the keycap removal tool and the switch removal or replacement tool. Then it came with the manual in English and Chinese. So you know me, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know me, and I like to pretty much go over what is in the manual for those who are just kind of window shopping for now. But yeah, so first I'm going to go over the back. Let's see if I can get this turned over just right. Alright, so as you can see, it has 4 drainage holes in case you get water on it. It has very nice white rubber for... to keep it from skidding around. Then it also has the stands, which each have the rubber as well on them. Very basic for this type of keyboard. But yeah, let me go and center that again. So now I'll go ahead and plug it in, if I can. And there we go. So I'm going to turn off the light for this video, because it's going to be kind of hard to, you probably can't even see the lighting right now because I have a pretty bright light on and my camera adjusts for it. But real quick, I'm just going to go and point out some keys. So under the 1 through 8, you have a marking that says L1 through L8. And then under 9 and 0, it has LR1, LR2. Those are modes that I'll show later. Then functions right here, which is pretty much how you'll control everything. M is under insert, LR is under home, and S is under end. And then I guess I can go and see if it's maxed out yet. Up and down should be brightness based on the symbols, and left and right should be speed of the effect. So now that you have a general idea of where everything is, I'm going to turn off the light, because now it might be a little hard to actually tell where any of the numberings or letterings are. So I'm just going to move some of this stuff out of the way. Alright, so we do have a lot of lighting modes in this one, as well as 2 customizable lighting modes. By the way, lighting modes is what I'll show a little bit later, but as for effects, which is what most people care about, you transition through effects through pressing function and insert, which has a little M on it. So function and M. So there's the very first one, if you don't count the one that started off with. So this is kind of like a scan. So it kind of scans in from the corner and then goes away starting from the corner. Function M. Oh, and then I think the brightness is all the way up. And then you can also increase the speed, as you can see. I don't know if it's maxed. I just keep clicking until I assume it's maxed. But as you can see, it got a lot quicker, and then you can slow it down. So now it's very slow transition. So that's more of a preference thing for you. I'm going to have this a little bit higher, and then I'm going to make sure the brightness is all the way up. I'm going to keep it at that for all the other transitions now, since you know pretty much what it will do. So this one right here should be kind of like a snake, I guess, would be a good way to describe it. But yeah, as you can see, it kind of does a various number of effects kind of when it does this. So first it snakes towards the center, then it kind of does, I don't know what to really call it. It's kind of like a burst out. So yeah. Next is this kind of just wave breathing type of mode. Now if I click anywhere, it's going to burst out from there. So as you can see, that's a pretty standard effect seen in most keyboards. Let's see, this one just looks like it's all on full lighting mode. Nothing really special about that. And now for this one, wherever I click, it will light up for just a bit. So you can see, just like that. And now this one's just a standard breathing light mode. It'll just kind of, well, breathe. Yeah, that's a very standard effect as well. And then this goes to your first customized mode, which I'll show in a bit how to change that. And then this one, I don't think I showed earlier. It's pretty much lights up towards the center and then like kind of springs backwards. Or actually, well, it kind of goes all the way to the end and then springs back. Kind of similar to where it springs from the corner. And then, yeah, back to this. So those are all of the modes. So I showed you how to switch between them, and I showed you how to change the speed, the color, or not color, sorry, how to change the brightness. So one thing about this keyboard is, let's see if I can turn it into all lit up mode real quick. Alright, so one thing about this keyboard is that you will get whatever color is in that row. So top is red, next is orange, green, blue, purple, and pink. So I like that this keyboard does have a secondary number pad right here, and then it has these little lights to tell you if like you have caps lock on and all that good stuff. So I always look for a keyboard, a mechanical keyboard that has the secondary number pad. That's pretty important to me personally. But yeah, so now for the lighting modes. These are preset for games that they pretty much preset for you. So this right here is going to be for a first-person shooter game. This is for CF. This one is also for first-person shooters, but more specifically for Call of Duty. 4 is for real-time strategy. 5 is for games like League of Legends or Dota. And then, let's see, 6. This one is for simulator games. And then 7, if I can see it. Is that 7? I think I clicked 7. That's for sports games. 8 is also for games like League of Legends. This is kind of an alternative scheme. Then you can choose customized versions, which are 9 and 0. As you can see, I have nothing there yet. So you can set up to 2 customizable ones. Let me make sure if I know how to actually set these correctly. It's been a little while since I've done it on this keyboard. But I believe to start it, you press Function and Home, and to end your customizing, you press Function and End. That's to like save it. So let's go ahead and start it. So now whatever keys I click will be lit up. And just click it again to unlight it. So let's say these are the only keys I need lit up for whatever game or for whatever reason. Or here, I can just light up. Alright, well that's not really working too well doing it like that. So let's say I just need those keys lit up because I work in the office, I just type a lot. So now I press Function and End. As you can see, those will stay lit up. If I go back to like 8 and now 9 again, as you can see, stays lit up, it's customized. You want to change it, just press Function and Home again, and it will let you re-edit that. I like the color scheme, especially for this keyboard, the gray keycaps versus the white. It makes it a little bit easier for discerning certain keys, you know, when you're gaming, especially the letters and symbol keys, which are usually what you use mostly. I really like that. I like that they also did it over here. So you can see they made the numbers gray and then they made the outside white. So that's really nice. I have tried this keyboard out on Paladins. That's kind of my go-to game, and Rocket League for when it comes to testing out new products like these. Worked really well. Had no complaints. Worked about the same as most of my other mechanical keyboards that have blue switches. Usually I find I do a little bit better with blue switches. I don't know if it has more to do with the clicky sound just because I like it, or maybe the tactile feedback's a little bit better. I don't know, but yeah, it worked about the same as pretty much any of the other ones I have. So now it just kind of comes down to personal preference on what kind of style you want for your keyboard. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. Link to this product in the description below. Any questions, leave a comment below or tweet me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for joining me.